Welcome to the RYSE, the Radical Youth Space for Educations, and what we think is the UK's only youth-led community political education project. And we know it's the only one that is focusing on change outside of the system. That means direct action, that means community power building, and that means popular education. And in fact, we think, as young people trying to create change, that it's actually essential that we learn to break the rules. Hence our tagline, which is a home for our generation to learn the art of disobedience. So come with me and we'll have a talk. Just quickly, before I take you down and into the space, we're going to cut to our Meg and Roma, and they're going to tell you about the aims of the RYSE.
Our first aim is to be a political education project for youth organisers and activists through workshops, residentials and the media.
Second, to globally align youth resistance in Britain with anti-imperial struggle worldwide, for example, through the RYSE process.
And our third aim is to link together our community here in Stroud with our network of youth activists, making both more grounded and effective.
So here we are. Here's the logo. As I said, a home for our generation to learn the art of disobedience. So welcome. As we said, this is our first home as the RYSE. You can see the banner up on the wall. But come with me over here and I'll talk to you about what we're grounding in and what the RYSE means in practice. So there's 4 key pieces. You can find all of this on our website, of course, but the first one, number 1, radical education. And what we follow is the popular education spiral, which is based on the idea that we all know what we need to know to change the world. We just don't give given the opportunity, and especially not the analysis tools to be able to do it. And what we say is that right now, young people are being miseducated out of their power, so we need radical education to step into that. We also need to rebuild community. Young people are isolated, they're atomized, our whole communities are atomized and don't have that power to really enact change and move things. So we're building community as we go. Youth activism. This isn't about playing nice. This isn't about being inside the system. This is about, as we said at the beginning, breaking the rules so we can learn to change them. And the fourth one is reclaiming space. We need to take back spaces in our communities, obviously, and especially as young people, it's super rare to have any spaces where young folk are stepping into their power. So when people come in, they can feel that and they want to take that back out to where they are, or they want to come in again. Also, we have some of our ancestors in folk school movements here. So we've got the Highlander Folk School in the US, huge in the labour movement, huge in the civil rights movement. Florestan Fernandes School in Brazil, a massive part of workers' movements over there. And I think this is one of the things, is that the RYSE isn't coming out of nowhere, it's building on this history of movement schools that so few people know about. And talking of that history, talking about that global picture, one of the questions we're asking a lot at the moment is the planet repairs. What does it mean? So planet repairs has come out of global Pan-African movement for reparations, and right now we're part of something called PRELA, which is the Planet Repairs Action Learning Educational Revolution. Obviously, the RYSE makes sense of part of the educational revolution. We love action learning because as we learn, we must take it into the world. But Planet Repairs is this holistic framework for talking about how we repair the planet that we've inherited that we believe is broken. And it brings together cognitive justice, reparatory justice, and environmental justice. And we think it's this hugely powerful frame through which we can move change. And it gives us the ability to link up with grassroots communities, especially in the global south, but also diaspora communities across the UK and across the world. So there's loads more about that on the website. Please do follow PRELA and move from there. But come with me here. One of the things we have in the corner, we're very proud of the CLIT, the Community Library of Insurrectionary Texts, where we're getting our young folk back into reading the knowledge laid down before us. Talking of which, we have the radical ancestors over here. There's a video on our social media talking about why, but if you pan around, you can see all of these ancestors from movements that came before us. In particular, we love holding up the legacies of European, of British ancestors who came before us, like Jessie Donaldson, who was just a Welsh teacher, and she decided that the enslavement of her African siblings was just not okay. She travelled over to the US, she worked with Harriet Tubman and others on the Underground Railroad, running literacy projects. These are very ordinary folks making huge change in the world, and so we're raising them up, we're living their legacy. So I'll take you over to the desk to finish the video. So this is the welcome desk, this is what people see when they come in. There's loads of different information on here, lots from our family. So we've got PRELA, we've got Somos Semillas up in London, we've got No More Exclusions. We've also got our zine, which is the spring and the summer zines. These come out seasonally, and they talk all about the RYSE. You can get them on the website. We're making badges cool again. Check out the badges, they're all over Insta at the moment. So we'll close here. This is the RYSE, this is other members of the team. Please check out the website. There's loads of ways you can get involved. If you're a young person, if you're an older folk, please support us. There's ways you can donate, lots of information, send us emails, get on social media, send us DMs. all of those different pieces. But for now, love and power, let's move.